Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 10 of our Yuan Bo Immortal Empires campaign. Shadows of Change has finally arrived and launched proper, albeit under a storm of controversy. We are going to be avoiding all of that nonsense here, and I do have a script I am working on in the background for a review of the DLC in total. I just want to make sure that all of my thoughts are well laid out and organized for that, so expect that upcoming here within the next couple weeks. Without further ado here, let's dive on into our first battle. We've got the Jade Dragon. I have moved it down. I don't think it'll let me pull out and actually take a look, because I would rather keep all my movement. We've just come on down to the invasion spot that is a little bit south of Hexawaddle. We have successfully managed to ambush our enemies here. We've got the Lizardmen Raiders. It's got an interesting toolkit full of different units here. Auto Resolve is obviously going to give us a very decisive victory, but I have just come on back from the Eye Doctor. I have branded new contacts after needing some for many, many years. So let's go ahead and try out our new optics and do some damage. Alright, sweet. So the lizards have to play pretty close to where they have to retreat to, which I'm going to call shenanigans here. We'll make sure we've got the Grace of Kuai Yin ready to scythe down. I think we want to make sure it is able to fire on the Stylodon. It can shoot so far. We'll have the crane guns come on in as well. Crane guns are going to be anti-Ripperdactyl duty. Yuan Bo, I'm going to keep him kind of in between the enemy Red Crested Skink Chief and the Cold One Riders. Same thing with Shunma. She can absorb a little bit of damage there. We've got also our Jade Jet Lions to be diving into Cold One Riders. Could go fantastically. Roman, the Jianggu War Drum, which we are going to activate the armor song, I believe.
Praise the dragons!
The others not really giving us. Let's see, which ones do they?
Stone and steel.
Magical attacks and speed, armor, or melee attack and immunity to psychology. Yeah, I'm thinking the armor one is going to be the best call. 24 extra armor is actually a lot. Makes your peasants out as heavily armored as normal Druki, which is quite concerning for the Druki if they were to be facing off against you. Let's go ahead and throw in a unit of Jade Warriors here. We'll pull all the spearmen around as needed. We don't necessarily need to deploy super strategically for this one, but it never hurts to be prepared, because when you don't come into these battles with
Cathay!
intent to crush, you usually take far more losses.
Crossbowmen! Raise the
Sweet.
dragons!
Okay, so we've got all of the scary crossbows all set up. We'll have the grand cannons. Can they actually fire? No. Well, here's what we'll do with the grand cannons. Up on this hill, they've got great range. I want to be able to kind of get across fire in. No one's going to be coming towards this angle, so we can kind of scoot them up. I'm going to leave one unit of long spears over here. And that'll go just fine there. Long spears and cannon working as a team. And if we really want to, we can throw the Onyx Crowman over here just to keep them safe. But I don't think we'll need to. Okay, so the Jade Warriors are... Where are they? Oh, they're all over here in the forest. Come on, lads. Set up in a formation that the lizards would have to flow around us like water and allow our crossbows plenty of time to fire. We'll throw these other spearmen on this side. The riders. I think that's pretty good for our infantry.
Together, solid as a gem.
Let's have it put you with the archers, everyone in guard mode, make sure they are. Same thing with our Jade Warriors. I do actually keep our Cathayans in guard mode far more often than other factions. The squad. We missed it. No missile coming out for the enemy here, but we will have lots of opportunity for Jade and a Jet Breath.
Warriors!
No Jet Breath, sadly, but Jade Breath.
Praise the dragons!
Order!
Long spears go just in front. Hopefully the crane guns can fire over the tops. We really don't want friendly fire with the crane guns. Scoot you boys over just a bit then.
Crane gunners!
There we go. I think if you were going to plink off trees, but we should have a nice battle. Let's go ahead and activate the old fight. Send Yuan Bo right in after the cold ones. I do actually think that those are the most dangerous.
In the dragon's name!
Fly Yin. We can't actually mark Vien on the Ripperdactyls, so we'll just go ahead and have you destroy that poor fool. Ripperdactyls come after... Oh, we actually didn't get them. Roman go after the Ripperdactyls. Dragon's Fang for you, good sir. Go ahead and throw in the Jade Shield on the Chroman as they move on in, as they'll take a little bit of damage from Ripperdactyls being man-sized. Oh, ooh, that's not the right. Go ahead and grab Overpaws. That's absolutely incorrect. Grab the Talons of Night. Start ripping these poor fools on up. Good old Jade Lion Breath. Or both of our lions here. And we'll have the Zangu War Drum start beating the Fury of the Falling Blade instead. Crossbows move forward to annihilate those stalkers, and we'll have the lions on away from the fighting. Same thing with the Chroman. They took a lot of extra damage. Okay, Yuan Bo, hold the line. Drop an Execution Blade on this more unfortunate skate. Bringing the Chroman away. Cannons are scooting on in. Let's just have them bombard shots into the spearmen there. That should go fantastically. You just go ahead and hunt down this skink chief. I can almost promise you don't want any. Oh, here we go again. Right-clicking the wrong thing. Drop your armor and throw yourself into combat. Hit him once, let the lion go. Whoa! The sucker punch right into the Jade Warriors. That's a wombo combo if I ever saw one. That was fantastic. Oh, there's still the chameleons. He's just been over here shooting our Longma Riders with poison. Not doing enough damage to actually do anything. Thank you, Longma. Go ahead and finish that nonsense off. There we go. And victory. Lizardmen have been slaughtered, as they needed to be. Well, the Jade Dragon has plenty of... Look how fast they move while they're running away. We've got plenty of cowards to chase down. I'll catch you all in a moment. Alright, we only lost 16 in the fighting, which is still probably better than our resolve would have done. We lost mostly Chroman there because they were fighting against Ripperdactyls. But it actually looks like Yuan Bo is doing most of the friendly fire damage. That's what we've seen kind of a few times here is Chroman, for whatever reason, take a lot of friendly fire damage from any friendly units that are melee and have area of effect, so we'll have to make sure to keep them well away, because I don't see any kills actually for the enemy teams. This was all friendly fire from Yuan Bo. That's not great. Let's go ahead and grab the Veneration of the Ancestors. Oh, we can fight him again? Wait. That lets us get our Stone and Steel tokens faster. Which I don't remember us having 2 stone tokens before just kind of sitting there. We'll give this one to the auto-resolve. We lose 58. We will go ahead and thank our ancestors. Not, we will go ahead and pardon.
We shall spare
gold.
their lives, but they will pay for it.
They will pay for it. And thankfully, unlike Medieval 2, they don't get to say no to paying for it. We are going to go ahead and move Yuan Bo. I think we'll jump into an ambush.
Covert approach.
Overt approach.
Such joy.
You just head to here.
Seeing our soldiers transit.
Such joy. I have faith that this army won't be able to reach Exowaddle, even though it's fully formed. I can't wait to see what this army is going to look like, too.
Cathay's
We got 4 turns to wait, so I'm guessing we'll have several waves of invasions, not just a single one. Otherwise, it'd be a bit too easy to face off against. Okay, well, we're all the way down to the end of his magic line. We could still probably go for Rolling Skies just to weaken and slow down his flyers. But I think I would prefer to get extra casts of Executioner, including increasing it up to 33% for the threshold. So let's make him faster.
Master of
Dunma, I will give you Arcane Conduit, so we have more recharge. And we'll start working on her boost income finally there. Our Ajit Caravan, since he's the one that I believe is out and running around, we'll give him the better scales for selling properly. Lovely.
tactical acumen brings victory.
Tactical acumen brings victory. And since I actually figured we would be able to reach,
The Emperor.
maybe not Port Reaver. How can you move further? What is happening here? I mean, that works for me. Let's just go ahead and scoot
Tell
back to
the
the
soldiers, move.
middle of this province. Surprise, extra movement. Works for me. So how long till we get more steel tokens? 3 turns. That's not great. I basically picked out most of the units we are going to be getting rid of. I'm going to try to be replacing most of our peasant archers with crossbowmen. It's just really going to be necessary for us going forward to upgrade. Have everyone sit back, defend, and do said upgrades. But we have more battles to get to, so we can actually gain some more gold. So Ming Fan over here at the Li Temple. We've got to bring down the defenders of the Great Plan. We've got a bunch of Saurus, well, I guess 3 units of Saurus and a bunch of Skinks, 1 Croxagore and a Stegodon, and the Auto-Resolve thinks we are going to lose all of our horsemen. So I'm guessing they're going to use them similarly to how they did in Game of Thrones against the White Walkers. They just charge the horses straight in. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. Right then. Shouldn't be able to hear the cat attacking the scratching post in the other room, but it's impressive. Let's get this battle started. So they're all inside the city, and that's probably why it's giving us a hard time here. Do we have any opportunities to get high ground for our cannons? Doesn't look like it. They've built their city on top of a hill like they should. I think this is going to be the best firing angle for the cannons, though, so we'll go ahead and get both of our grand cannons, set them up outside. On this hill here. They're going to be firing up into nothing for the most part, but we can get them blasting away at 8 towers that pop up, which is going to be the best use for them at the moment. Grab the rest of our archers. Luckily, the lizards don't have any archers, but we will want to kind of advance slowly, so let's have the crane gun set up here. One of the... I guess we don't have any spearmen here, so we'll have Jade warriors sit behind the line. The rest of them could be in the advanced team. Still advanced. This has been my favorite way to actually form our Cathayan lines from the beginning here. These guys all in guard mode. I'm going to have the bandits of the Silver Road post up on a little bit closer to the enemy. Forward. Things always devolve into chaos once we actually hit the streets, but we can be organized for the start here. Perfect. And then our 2 crowmen, looking to hunt down isolated groups of skinks. At drum, and then Ming Fan. Ming, you are the blocky boy then. We'll keep you up front to be a proper tank. Crows, like so. Crows and cavalry, and then the single entities. That'll begin. We'll go ahead and activate our extra armor right off the bat. What's the best targets for you, cannons? I see Saurus. Go ahead and blast them with cannonballs. And shots away. Switch targets while they pull out of range. And listen to some of the grand cannons, my favorite sound in the game. Give them another volley. Please don't hit our drum. Do the thing. Alright. Should paste a whole bunch of skinks. Oh, we even get some of the ones behind them. Perfect. Alright, cannons. Keep being a nuisance. Let's blast away at these Cold One Riders. We'll start advancing the whole squad now. One here. Start pushing towards this angle. Bandits of the Silver Road come stand about here. Ming Fan come up this gap. We'll send the cavalry around the side here. Pros, let's start moving up as well. There is a isolated group of skink cohort with javelins for you to maul.
First among many.
We'll watch these towers. As soon as it's in, we'll want to start blasting them with the cannons. You guys just keep ranging your own shots. Skink cohort are doing their cannon thing to dodge, but not for long. Take them off fire at will for a moment, though.
Celestial General. A warrior's duty.
You guys just move in and start claiming the point. Rain guns are about to start blasting away. We'll have you guys set up on this bridge. Cause a nuisance. Towers in 5 seconds.
Maneuvering.
He can actually hold the line pretty easily by himself. So you guys start moving up. Get further here. Same thing with the drum. And then start flanking this tower. Perfectly, it's blasting at our lord here, who is actually blocking a single volley. Beautiful. Alright, cannons, you guys start working on these source warriors then. Rain guns aren't getting any good shots. Maybe we pull them to here.
Repositioning.
They're just not going to get good angles.
Peasant archers.
Alright, lads, let's move in to start claiming the positions. The cannons are holding the line for now.
Archers, never conquered. It pleases the dragon.
Let's bring the archers
March in ordered ranks.
up on the sides.
Defenders of Cathay, bringing harmony, seeking Cathay's foes.
No one's going to reinforce here. We can bring these guys across. There is about to be a tower going in there. Alright, lords engaged. Go ahead and give yourself some extra resistance and then start blending them up with the spin. Let's deal with all that chaff.
Celestial General.
You guys get shots. Now they'll have to move forward. Alright, so here's what we'll do. Aggressively move them to this position. If that Stegodon starts coming over, we'll have to rotate quickly. Go ahead and maul this one unit of Saurus Warriors. Our Lord's holding the line easily. Delivering some serious bonk. Yeah. And yeah. Do it. Don't make me a liar. Look at all the lizards swarming on in around. Alright, all of you start blasting this one unit of Saurus Warriors. You warriors move in to help out as well.
We obey.
Have you guys actually move to stop them from getting across the bridge. They'll have to get blasted apart on their way. You two start moving in, claim the position. Oh, there's a lot of Saurus there still. Oh, we fooled you. Always part of the plan. Rain gun should be able to start taking some random shots there. Crowman, come on back. We can have you guys get ready to start bothering the cold ones. Speaking of bother the cold ones, that's what the cannons are for. These warriors to about this position. Let our archers do their work. Once we claim the zone,
Celestial General.
we can start doing some damage. Rain guns, can you fire on them? Well, if not, we'll just move you to here. And you can keep everyone locked out of this angle. Picked apart by the tower, that's not great. Saurus warriors.
For the Emperor.
Alright, here comes the big beastie. You come on back. Let's make sure all of our archers are ready to blast the big beastie.
Marching as one.
Let's not move forward any further there. On top.
Bringing harmony.
Roman, let's go ahead and maul these skinks that are coming in to reinforce.
Celestial General.
Extra defense and armor piercing.
Cut them down.
Well, that's not great. He's decided he doesn't like rain guns most of all.
Archers. Shen Yang sends us. Harmonious rock.
He just got one charge, that's no problem. Before the crowmen get in, let's actually pull them back because I remember that the hammer is devastating to friendly troops. We'll blend up that unit.
Warriors.
We'll have you, crowmen, go over the top and deal with these skink cohort.
Guided by ancestors.
The zone is nearly captured. Perfect, and the skink cohort are coming in to stop them.
Marching
Let's retreat on away. I don't even necessarily need this zone, but keeping you guys concerned about it is working out for me. Archers set up. You have to worry about the cold ones diving on through, but if we can smash these cold ones or the sneaks quick, it won't matter. Easily dealing with that one. Let's come on in. Start causing some more ruckus. Get the drum also up on here so we can actually get that armor. For our lads here who are also getting torn apart. Acceptable casualties. Alright, everyone out of there. Old ones are a problem. You guys keep butchering those skinks. Bros, come on away. Saurus turned around. Love the archers deal with them. You guys come on across. You just kind of charge into this group of skinks. That would be wonderful. Megadon is not coming back. We'll leave one group of archers here. Keep those skinks from reinforcing. Now it's time to take this main point.
Sent by dragons.
Rain gunners.
Rain guns. Have you all do. Crows are in here caught with a bunch of skink cohort. I'd really like them to get out of the fighting. Help it. I'll blast these skinks, otherwise they're going to start fighting with you. They actually got caught. Oh, it was the Croxagore. They came on outside the walls to get them. Very fair enough. Let's blend up this group of skinks. That should cause them to retreat pretty quickly. Cannons up so they can fire straight down the main line there. Same thing with the crane guns. Really just need to try to lure everyone else towards this middle. No reason to stay over here and get torn up by the towers. Oh, thank you.
Bringing harmony.
Gangu drum on in. You guys come to dive into this group of skinks. There are 3 of you over here after all. All a bit more resistances and a melee defense once they come on towards Mingfan. And go. Defenses away. Roman are not able to get out of combat. Come on, guys. Retreat from the enemies so that you may not fall in combat.
Decisive strategy. This one is mine.
All of our horsemen got caught on a unit of skinks. How this happened, I'm not sure, but it did. Yeah, absolutely nothing really left here. Come on, crows. Let's get out of the fighting. One of you is routing. To be expected at this point. That'll force the rest of the Cold One riders in on this side. The crows keep trying to throw themselves into combat. Very aggressive they are.
Jade warriors.
Jade warriors move to into the center.
A well-executed plan. Excellent.
Blast them. Gonna keep the drum up a little ways. Archers can go ahead and move on in as well.
Move in formation.
Roman keep moving. Let's go ahead and dive into this group of skink cohort. We'll have all of these horsemen here. Keep an eye out for the Croxagore. Come on over here. You have infinite pride. Infinite pride. You go ahead and dive into this Saurus, and that should be an easy victory there.
Order and balance.
Would have been much faster out on the field, but even not being able to really make use of our cannons.
Stone and steel.
But dive in, they're no longer braced. You can knock a lot of the Saurus off the feet. Deal with that unit of javelins causing you issues. pull the Peasant Horsemen away from the Saurus.
Shen Yan sends us.
Pretty sure I asked you guys to go after the tower, not the group of skinks, but you can be as aggressive as you need to. Oh, they're just not wanting to attack the tower. I see. Not doing what you're told is an unfortunate side effect of being a crowman, I guess. There's the victory.
Dragons, Commander.
I don't know what Honor was thinking. It was an easy victory. It took a while. Alright, we lost 162 in the fighting and gained a standard of discipline. Lovely. Plus 7 leadership. That is so useful.
A fine base of operations.
The Lee Temple actually has a nice landmark building, which actually will be deep in the mountains of southeastern Cathay lies a secluded temple, dedicated to the study of the mysteries of yin and yang. 500 income, 5 control faction-wide, a 3 drop in corruption in the adjacent provinces, and then just 3 corruption in this province as well. Awesome.
Celestial
Mostly for that
General.
income. We'll go ahead and throw in the yin buildings to start here. We'll go for growth, because we would love to get in the Lee Temple as soon as we can.
Humility in all things.
For you, Ming Fan, we'll go for the next point into Shuraim. Get that extra range for all of our archers.
Few would turn down such
47.
weaponry.
Perfect. They are now no longer as useless as previous.
General.
The Peasant archers are fantastic, but giving them more range is always great. You're going to go ahead and throw in the Dune Dragons on Chong Li's force. Whenever we do get Zhao Ming on in, I'm going to make sure all of the Warpstone-based ROR
Fight
units are
and
with
be
him.
recompensed.
I think it'll be good to use this to bring down Cat Pillar here. Glenn, let's go ahead and be over in March, won't we? We might have pulled you away just a little bit too far. Oh, no, we're good. Awesome. North. And we'll go ahead and attack Cat
Leader
Pillar.
of men.
Fun name.
Yes.
Would we be able to win? Wow. We win, but taking a ton of casualties. Good news is that the big Croxagore himself isn't in, so he's probably not able to deliver any nice buffs to his squad. Let's get more leadership for Felix so he stays in the fight for much longer. He doesn't have a ton of leadership, honestly. Scarecrow banner on. Who are the Pterodons most likely to try to attack? Probably the Astromancer. Right then. Let's get to ripping these crocodiles apart. And I'm content if we can take down a few of the units of Saurus fully, and then flee before taking too many casualties. We're going to have a lot of issues kind of getting through their hide with our archers. Let's dive in.
My mind is ready.
Alright, let's figure out how best to rip these fools apart. Don't have a lot of magic. Ooh, nice. Got Terracotta Graveyard. I don't remember this map being in the game before. There's lots of sentinels all over the place. Look at this one. Wow. It'd be cool if as Grand Cathay you could activate one of them. Well, some of them are huge. Okay, so where are these Terracotta Sentinels? This wouldn't be foreshadowing, would it? This unit is gigantic. Have full-on mech battles with the Cathayans here. Alright, let's grab long spears. We're going to deploy all the way over here on this side and force them to come to us. So where is terrain nastiest for our Saurus adversaries here? We can kind of set up in a concave formation, force them to come through. We can blast down into the valley there. If that actually works out for us, let's try it. I would have the Dune Dragons up here, Jade Warriors,
Order and balance.
and then all of our spears.
Long spears.
Probably have 2 long spears spreading out across and then 1 behind.
Wind and fire.
Can't even put them behind. Wonky terrain. Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Let's use that to our advantage then.
Faithful. Never conquered.
Rotate this spearman a little bit. Have some directly behind them because they're going to be fighting against Croxagore likely.
Defenders. Riders of Cathay!
Absolute ton of archers to set up. Over here. Infantry. As a horseman, your job is just to keep the enemy distracted.
Cavalry!
You three are going to be destroying the Lord once he actually makes it in combat. We'll throw the General and Felix in together. Master Transfer behind the lines. Let's grab the first group of 3 archers.
Wind and fire!
Down into more square formations.
Peasant archers! Celestial
Move the group
General!
forward a bit so our archers have more room to fire.
Archers! Peasant spearmen!
Bring you guys in. Keeping anyone from flanking.
Stone and steel!
These spears can just kind of be a double stack.
Peasant spearmen!
You guys up forward.
Peasant archers!
More peasant archers, and the rest of them will come on behind. They're thankfully spread out just a little bit, so they shouldn't be in each other's way.
Wind and fire! Never conquered! Never conquered!
This is a bit strange, but we can use magic and all of these archers here to fire over. They should have really, really easy sight lines without getting too many friendly fire, because these peasant long spears will not like arrows in the back. Not one bit.
Peasant horsemen!
Speed things along. Are they going to wait on us to arrive? Looks like they are indeed going to set up on top of the hill and wait for us to show up, which works for me. Will be a minute and 30 seconds. I will see you all then. And welcome back. We are 6 seconds from our reinforcements arriving, which means we are probably 6 seconds from these guys all turning and attacking this group all at the same time. So let's... Ooh, you know what? I thought about that too late. Go ahead and make sure the Free Company militia's up front, ready to throw themselves to the wolves if need be. Grab the other Free Company that's on the other side then. Spread out a little bit. Get you moving on towards, and we'll put you in with group 4. You guys try to bring yourselves over here. Do what you can.
Celestial faithful!
Do the same thing with these archers.
Harmony!
Just keep bringing yourselves on over. Actually, we may attack from 2 different angles at once, so let's go ahead and have Spearmen setting up in kind of a chevron formation. But a bit further apart than they are, like kind of like so.
Bringing harmony! Peasant archers!
Set up our 3 archers.
The dragons ask!
Advancing towards us. No, since we attacked them, they are going to sit and wait. Just setting up on top of this hill with this fallen terracotta sentinel. Fair enough. This actually allows us to get our units in position.
Immediately!
Okay, warrior crossbows, you guys just come on over here.
Sent by dragons!
We can start advancing this group towards the enemy here. Onward to liberty.
Militia!
Push the militia forward a bit. If anyone needs to get taken out, I prefer it be them.
This is the way.
Everyone hurry up and get into position. Things up as much as we need to. I don't think that they are going to advance on us even a little bit.
It is fated.
Or spears. They don't have a lot of units that are very susceptible to our peasant horsemen. We'll have to wait until the Saurus are busy fighting someone else before we can really bring them in. All set up. Let's go ahead and bring...
Peasant archers! It pleases the dragons!
Gonna rearrange our archers a bit. Keep bringing you all forward. Like so would be preferable there. We're spread out quite a ways. I'm guessing we've got chameleons and such in here, just kind of waiting on us. Let's go and discover them if we can. You do need to watch out for the skink priest, so you stay here. We'll just bring one of them out. See what's going on.
Master of the winds, my chosen place.
Is that a spell cast going off I saw? I did for a moment there. Are these guys under fire from the Bastillodon?
Move in formation. Marching as one.
Yes. There's a whole bunch of Saurus hidden there. There's the lightning strike. Nice cast.
Born of dragons.
You can play at that game, though. We're going to go ahead and activate the Wall of Wind and Fire just through the back line here. You want to be disrespectful? We can do the same thing.
Sigmar guides us.
And unleash Doom. Won't do as much damage to Saurus, but still seems to be eating right on through that health bar. Flaming tornadoes.
Descendant of dragons.
Whoever would have thought it would be useful. And it do a ton of damage. I'm thinking that these guys are going to drop models as soon as they get into combat. Let's let all of the lads get set up. We are going to actually press more towards the wall there of the map. Looks like the Bastillodon is able to fire on pretty much whoever it wants.
Leading the way.
Like, the Saurus get pumped up and they're going to get blasted with some more Dragon's Breath.
There.
Enjoy. Wasn't a ton of damage. Come on back. Let's bring these pterodons in to get shot up by the Free Company.
In range.
I'm a volley. Go ahead and advance these guys as well. Lightning strike. Pull away from that nonsense. I'm gonna drop another. Well, actually, let's save the Wall of Wind and Fire. These guys are gonna get drop bombs on them. Free Company, just go ahead and retreat.
This is the way.
It's like they're gonna come on over here towards us now. Get into position quick, lads. Here they come.
Grand General. Maneuvering.
Bring the Peasant Horseman out. Here comes the volley. We'll go for a Wind Blast just to knock the Saurus off their feet. A bit slow.
We await the enemy.
A bit slow, I can't lie. Alright, drop in the extra defense and melee attack, or melee defense and physical resistance, Sword of Anti-Heroes, and then we'll go ahead and go for a Convergence on you. Spearmen, come on in and help out with these Proxigor. Beautiful. On to the other side here, though. Free Company need to keep retreating.
A new path.
She's just about out of magic. We're gonna bring you back to karate chop the Skink Priest. And you guys just go maul. Could be one charge in the Stegodon falls. And Mo or Zhongli is getting smacked by this Proxigor, so let's go ahead and pull on away and let all of these archers do some damage.
Cut them down. Witness my fortitude.
Yeah, we butchered the ones on the side here. Just keep advancing. Skink Priest karate chop. Let's pull on away from that nonsense. Let the Free Company militia hold the line for a moment there. We'll have all of the archers focus fire down these Saurus. Hold the line.
Ready to rule. My chosen place.
You've been dropping lightning strikes the entire time. No doubt, they actually haven't been able to bring down the Stegodon.
First among many.
Very sad. You keep bopping these Saurus. Every archer we've got here. Fire and Caterpillar. Doing their best to try to bash through the line. Can't let it happen. Hold ranks. There we go. We took down these Stegodons. Go ahead and try to charge in on these Saurus Spears. Not a fight that they would normally want. We managed to push through the line with the Croxagor. Interesting.
Praise the dragons.
You come on over to stop that.
Order. Jade crossbow.
The Saurus should break very soon. There they go. Free company, come on back.
Master of the
We don't have any
winds,
more magic to use, do we? Reserve 0.
leading the way.
We ran out very quick.
Peasant horsemen.
Alright, our poor horsemen have been sacrificed to the wolves there.
Sound the retreat!
Go ahead and drop in the extra melee defense on these lads.
I see the way. Ancestors, guide my blow.
Let's have all of the archers fire on these Sauruses as they are advancing.
Restore order.
Suffer.
Drag down the Croxagore, everyone else is holding the line.
Doing it. Making ground. Yes.
We should have been using Felix completely neglected to use Felix. Our new optics don't seem to be went so well for us. Have to
Offspring of
get the hang of them.
Militia. Order and balance.
Minds as one.
That's a lot of Saurus. Let's go ahead and just try to surround them. The spears can actually hold for quite a long time. You need to pull away from this nonsense here. As a horseman, come on back around and just be a nuisance where you can. I'm thinking we are going to break the rest of these guys quite soon. With a blanket of arrows.
I test.
Alright, Felix. How many kills you end up getting? 27? All the same, he held the front line with the Jade Warriors like an absolute boss. We're going to try to hunt down as many of these Saurus as we can.
Cavalry.
I will catch you all in a moment.
Without hesitation.
Celestial fury.
Alright, we secure a close victory, and even if we didn't do our micro as best as possible, we didn't actually lose too many soldiers in that, all things considered. Saurus Warriors, we almost lost to a man. That's not bad at all.
Keep your lives and serve.
Got ourselves a crackle blaze. When thrown at the foe, the sputtering, unquenchable fluid within the porcelain ball sticks to their skin, quickly burning through it with savage intensity. Skin only. It doesn't have any damage to armor at all. That's actually not all that great. Zhongli is now on a warhorse, and we're going to immediately say no, sir, to the warhorse. We'll come on over to his skills, though, and give him Route Marcher and Hard to Hit.
General.
For good old Kevin, Chosen Vizier. I think it best to go for Scouting for more magical items, by chance.
A great day.
Harmonic Convergence. We'll
But
move
let
on
us
towards, I
avoid
think, the Curse of the
hubris.
Midnight Wind. We have to figure out exactly who he is going to be doing battle with once we have subjugated the lizards down here in the south. We will likely then also wipe out the Treekin if they can't be trusted. If we can make friends with them, then we can get all sorts of nice, very mobile archers in on our group.
Glory to the Emperor.
Even some big old giant trees. We got 12,000 gold to work with now. Let's make sure we hunt down, I guess, Harris.
Dragon
I've got of vengeance.
I'll fight from the
We'll just take him down with Zhongli
for honor, not fame.
or Iris. We will also execute these captives for a bit more experience.
Execution.
Execution.
Descended from celestial glory.
Send her over to start helping out with the nonsense. Pox Masters of Nurgle, or Pox Makers of Nurgle. They should have been the Pox Masters. England, we'll bring you back into Fuchao, and then we'll let you recruit up some
General
more,
of the celestial host.
I don't know, I guess just some cheap and cheerful peasants we can send you across to help out in Illustria. That's where this one pops through at. It's over by the Isle of the Crimson Skull. I'm guessing that's how we initially did get to Illustria. So for Minbo, like one more Jade Lion because they give us Mastery of the Elemental Winds, buffing her spells. And then we'll go for as many Jade Warrior crossbows as we can grab. That sounds great. We'll also likely give her some Onyx Chroman as well. Because Yuan Bo gives them all sorts of nice buffs. Alright, so now we zoom on in. Let's go ahead and pull up our technology tree here. We have finished the Grace of Kuai Yin. That's why our income currently is at 9,900.
My
Pretty solid.
parents scrutinize my work constantly. Invisibly.
Indeed. We'll take the Harmonic Mastery Yin for income from cities plus 10%. True balance requires the trust and participation of all souls. Only when we think and work as one will absolute harmony of purpose be achieved. And we'll probably work through the Chelonian stance as well towards the administrative subsidies. Oh, you're gonna be goofy like that, are we? 5% drop in a construction cost is not as useful for me. Speed for Yang units we may come back and grab later on, but I think we'll avoid anything over here except for maybe Jade's stance. More vigor is always a good thing.
Welcome additions.
Loading crossbows is hiring work. More growth. That's Maka Peak still. Here at our kind of initial province, we want to do as much upgrading as we can, as we're already getting 15% more income from these buildings, so goods emporium for sure on both. Then at the floating pyramid, do we need to take it into yen 6? How much more growth do we gain? 10? It could be worth it. Just maximize how fast we cruise on through there. All that would be left is the control building, and I think that's just fine. So we'll grab the conscription field, giving us a bit more replenishment rate, and a 2 control. Normally I would avoid the control building entirely, but we could actually use it. As we fix our control up as well, we'll have more growth and campaign line of sight. Interesting. Just make sure things are all maximized there. Then the same thing with the livestock pens and the gym factories here. All the way back over to Cathay proper. And fix up the Celestial Riverlands a bit. So over in Shilong, we are almost in the maximized yen here too. We're at yen 4. Control actually looks like it does need more help. We're going to go for the goods emporium for more gold. I lied. We're going to go for the cattle ranch for more gold and more growth. We could even go for another tea parlor. Really kick growth into overdrive. 260 is pretty intense. We have 5 more turns till we have the last steel token we need. I think we need 4 to activate another, or the fortress city we're looking for. We're going to do so in a wage in here, as it is right on the border of chaos. Not some nonsense if I've ever seen it.
Celestial
He's getting in some more Crowman, and we kicked out all of the normal normal Jade crossbows. We're going to replace them with the Vivace versions as soon as those are available here in 2 turns. He's just going to sit and defend. You're not spending nearly as much in upkeep, and this army will be just fine. In fact, once we get enough for more Akshina, he'll grab those things in the... Why did they cost less than Akshina? That is bizarre on several different reasons. Perfect. Yeah, now we're probably going to just grab some things at the wood then, since they cost less. And they have armor-piercing anti-infantry. Sweet business. I think that's all we can get to for this turn as far as troopers. Back and forth so it doesn't complain about it. Skill points to pass out with Kevin. You, good sir, we are going to grab... Rolling Skies is not actually that intriguing. Let's go for the Curse of the Midnight Wind for that area of effect debuff. Drops melee attack by 24 and armor by 30, which is actually pretty solid.
Instrument of the
Lee,
divine.
we're just going to go into March. We're going to get real aggressive towards
Traverse the high ground.
the other armies down here. Li Zhu. Ming Fan can then
Celestial
advance
General.
towards Shiwu. Where does this one lead? Lead an attack on the southern parts of Lestria after we secure the coast. That'll be great. We will have to worry about Kairos then, but all things in time.
In all things.
Good old Chongli here. We will give you a sure aim. More range for your 1.5 million peasant archers.
I would take that.
You will take
to
that.
defend my soldiers.
There you go. Maximize your movement as much as we can. Would really like the Hot Marshal to get some better troops on in, but such is the way. We've got to build up a bit more allegiance with you guys as well. Would love to grab some Jade Lancers. Peasant Horsemen, as you have seen, they're great for a time, but they're not great in the killing department. As soon as things start being a bit more sturdy, they have lots of trouble. Yang buildings is all we can afford because they are 80% cheaper right now. We can actually put this in for free. No, thank you. We want yen harmony balance as much as we can here. speed through our diplomacy.
The boss.
No
We
trade.
are one people.
Ooh, the Serena would like a military access
Friends
pact.
of
We are nowhere
Kislev,
near one another.
We greet you.
We greet you. Take a defensive alliance as well, and as much gold as you're willing to send as tribute.
A pleasure and an honor.
Lovely to hear. Everyone is extra polite with Yuan
No
Bo.
evildoer may receive the blessings of the lady. I serve the Lady of the Lake.
Fair. You
If
know she's a
desire
widow.
it,
Is that blasphemy, you say? Military alliance? We'll let them ask for the military alliance. We'll start putting in all of the outposts as soon as we can here.
Celestial ancestors.
We'll have plenty of gold to do so next turn. Zoom on back over to Yuan Bo and the invasion forces, and we'll take that intern button.
Go before you incur
Angry Santa.
Celestial's deadly wrath.
Hello there, Heinrich. Do you want war? He wants a peace treaty for 3,000. Well, good sir, you don't say. That sounds fantastic. Yeah, ship your gold to Yuan Bo, coward. We'll be there to punch you in the face soon.
Maragout.
So Conquax is ready to invade. Is he the only one? That's not a very scary invasion force. Alright, Yuan Bo, time to go swat some flies. We'll go hit Conquax. Looks like he's hiding off the coast. Let's deal with this invasion team here.
There's never a moment wasted.
SEAL Team Yuan Bo. Oh, that is just pitiful. So they get the same army either way.
Dragon stands with you.
Alright, as they threw themselves away as they tend to. We'll go ahead and venerate the ancestors. And then hopefully we can turn around and take the Port Reaver fort.
Dragon.
Ooh, we can't move far enough. Take some attrition, do we?
Covert approach.
Well, now if you guys can attack Hexawaddle, that'll be very unfortunate. We may have left things a little bit exposed. I could have just recruited another general pretty easily, and we likely will. Over here at Pahuax, I did take out the previous military building, and we're going to replace it with a tea parlor for growth. And you've got
of the eight winds.
one more turn before all of our lovely crossbows are here. Let's just go for one more Jade Lion for good measure. Who needs Crowman? We've got Jade Lions. Trying again to increase control further.
Harmony threatens
Jade
our
Hall, which
order.
was the Blood Hall previously, but we have replaced it with something a bit more sightly. The amount of Tier 3 provincial capitals we have, the more of them, the better. Fling on back over to Cathay proper. And upgrade all of the settlements here in the Riverlands. Maximize the gold we're gaining from the settlement here. For the entire province. 4,000. Go for another control building. Control is really not great here. Or we could just go for a spice market for more gold. Actually, the true call here. Shrine of Yin and the Contemplation Gardens. Now, with whatever gold we have left, we'll use it to recruit up a general.
For Grand Cathay.
Fawn, I'm going to have you go not in March. To the edge of the Lee Temple here. You should be able to reach.
Imperial family.
You can't. Okay, we'll end camp for a turn then.
Travel with readiness.
We'll end camp for a turn.
Loyal novices are better than uncertain veterans. Serve from the front.
Is that true?
General of the Celestial Host.
Guys on out. Grab one more spearman there.
Celestial
On.
General.
You're not replenishing. Why is that?
Rest while we can.
Because of local effects. What kind of local effects? Just the -8 replenishment rate? That mean these guys have 8% replenishment total?
First
That's pretty
among
gross.
warriors.
Well, since we're not going to replenish at all, let's get
Cover
aggressive.
tracks with haste.
Start pushing towards Shiwu.
Warriors, sons, with me.
I didn't see that Nakai was wiped out, which is concerning, but I don't know where he can really pop up. Is it anywhere that the vassal faction is? He has lots of land down here for us to claim. I'm excited to do.
Dragon's will.
Yeah, we'll grab one more peasant here. Then let's swing back over to the Aymara swamps. Bring ourselves to Hexawaddle. And we grab our first Lord Magistrate. They are not my favorite, but you get a balloon. So we can be a proper strategic master there. Rafty poison attacks on his balloon sounds nice. Artist strategist. Yeah, let's grab a Yan Khan.
The Lord Magistrate.
He'll be our one and only Lord Magistrate.
Your services are required.
Indeed. Let's grab some peasant archers. We will hold the line.
I must hurry.
Must hurry. So grab some fleet-footed for 15% more speed. 53.
My effectiveness could be increased.
Is that right? Trying to figure out if we want Peng Bo. We'll probably have him just pull down to Mingzhu.
Soldiers of the dragon,
Let's have him switch over into March stance. That way he gets...
march with speed.
Gonna wiggle around and use all your movement there, buddy.
Stay mobile.
Wait. You spend multiple turns in March. We'll see if he actually already has the... Nope. Well, if you spend multiple turns in March, you get an opportunity to gain. I think it's Marcher is the trait, which just gives you 5% more movement on the campaign.
Leader of
Pretty
men.
useful. Is it time for... Oh, excellent. He's finally upgraded to have some crossbowmen. About time. Yep, Things in the Woods it is. Welcome on in, you creepy critters. They're going quite well.
Sigma's will.
Border princes, you guys are still alive.
Greetings,
Press.
stranger.
Greetings, stranger.
Agreed.
We shall work together. It'd be great when
The Empire.
the border princes are a proper faction. That is not just another empire clone.
What?
King Lewin Leon.
For now,
Child of
we get what we
the
get.
It's a sword.
Several would like peace. No, there's no peace. Only the void. Swing on back over with Yuan Bo in the turn and see how things play out from there.
Begging for mercy would be advisable.
Well, he hasn't done anything, so military access. Are you fighting with... Now see, if Mother Estancia doesn't like you, if Mama ain't happy, nobody happy. Ultimate Pleasure has been wiped out. Yeah, now take that, all you Mother Estancia haters. I've seen it all over the forums. She has destroyed Marathi in this episode. Granted, we did help by coming out of nowhere and leg sweeping Marathi's forces. But Mother Estancia has annihilated the Dark Elves. And now she's going to turn her attention to the Heralds of Ariel, which is a bit concerning. He's becoming an ultimate bad guy. Creator. Go Truck is back. Awesome. We have them, I think, for 12 more turns? For 10 more turns. Those savages. The orcs are coming. Not the sophisticated bunch that hangs out in captured dwarf holes, but the more rural boys that wander the southern Badlands. Lovely.
For Mother Kislev.
Where are they at? We've encountered them, but they're nowhere nearby. Well, that's fine. By nowhere nearby, I guess I mean right here. Hello there, Nash.
Keeper.
I'll need to give me
of
one
Wushan.
moment. I'm going to come down here and attack Port Reaver.
Cathayans to war.
We just need 2 more battles. So we will auto-resolve here.
Executioner.
We're going to sack the settlement again. And then 1 more battle it is.
For Cathay.
Can't reach the Ziggurat or Nash. So we'll just turn and claim Port
This
Reaver.
paltry threat.
We likely should have... he hasn't declared war on us, though, so let's go ahead and just tell him he's trespassing. Surely that won't make the orcs upset.
Magistrate.
Wanted to get in the military districts. We could all see what it did this episode here. Anyone we can fight? Anyone at all?
From the front.
I'm thinking the answer to that question is no, unless we want to declare war on Miao Ying out of nowhere.
Celestial General.
Have to just check though. Any kind of pirates off the coast? Oh, hang on now.
To your exercise.
A settlement of
I will
Liju.
not have a day wasted.
See how disrespectful the auto-resolve is? Close victory with media. Oh, our poor peasant horsemen. Is it because we are inside the settlement? Listen, lads, you're about to be sacrificed just so I can get a,
War is upon
Sorry, boys. Someone had to be sacrificed, and it was, unfortunately you.
Bring this settlement.
Give me the steel tokens. Yes, yes. Now we'll come on over here to Wei Jin. Activate the fortress city here this turn, or this episode. Yoink. What does this do for us? It's not going to tell us till we do it. Fortress city activated. Pull us on out of here. Local recruitment capacity plus 3.
But fighting
That's pretty solid. What else do we get?
inspire my men.
Is it just more defensive supplies and a lot more? Oh, there's a whole bunch more troops behind the walls now. 2 Celestial Dragon Guard, 2 of the crossbow, so it kind of doubled up what we already had. This is now an impenetrable fortress. And I'm betting more soldiers come out of this as well. Now, I think this is exactly the same. You may get more defensive supplies, but it looks to be exactly the same. Plus 100 per turn when under siege, I think, is also a change. We'll have to go through and see if we can find all of the different changes, or if it tells us on
Harmony
province itself.
and unity.
All military and defense buildings have been improved or have improved effects. Let's take a quick second. Recruit rank plus 3, that's the improved effect that one has, so you get extra capacity for the barracks, extra recruit rank for the paddocks, for the longmas, ammunition for all armies for the... Oh, wow. For the fire rain silo, recruit rank plus 4 for the celestial armory, and then units recruited in this province have a permanent plus 20 armor bonus. Awesome. Not sure what this one gives us extra. Hero action success chance, I think that's the one it gives. And then line of sight is the natural one. All armies get 50% more line of sight. That's pretty cool. Nothing more exciting than that, though. Corruption in adjacent provinces, I think, is also the difference here. Sweet, well, they're minor buffs, but still quite powerful, because if you combine the Celestial Armory plus the Jade Barracks, or not the Jade Barracks, the Longma Paddocks here, you're getting 7 recruit rank right off the bat, which is pretty insane, on top of getting 20 extra armor. Awesome stuff. Well, for now, I'm going to be out of time, but for today, I've been at Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub to the sub thumb. I'll see you on the next one.
I am sure they